Hey there, horror enthusiasts. Welcome back to the 𝗑𝗓 Digest Horror, your go-to destination for all things eerie and spine-chilling. In today's video, we're exploring the terrifying history of abandoned haunted asylums. The history of mental asylums has a long and dark history. They were originally prisons for people with mental disorders, and the treatments they received were often cruel and violent. This led to many asylums becoming places of abuse and neglect. After asylums were shut down, many of them were abandoned. Some people believe that the spirits of the people who suffered and died in these places still linger there. There are many reports of paranormal activity at abandoned asylums, and some of these reports have been verified. That said, let's go and explore. Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Waverly Hills
Sanatorium.
One of the most haunted places on Earth.
Waverly Hills Sanatorium was originally a school that was converted into a tuberculosis ward in 1910. The sanatorium was designed to house 40 patients, but it eventually housed over 400 patients during a tuberculosis epidemic. The overcrowding was coupled with patient mistreatment and even rumors of illegal medical experimentation. It is estimated that between 20,000 to 63,000 patients died at Waverly Hills. One of the most famous features of Waverly Hills is the body chute or death tunnel, an underground tunnel that was used to transport dead bodies away from the eyes of patients. The tunnel is a popular spot for paranormal activity, but the entire complex is said to be haunted. Waverly Hills has been called the most spiritually active place in the world, and for good reason. The sanatorium is now a popular tourist destination for people who are interested in the paranormal. TransAlagan Lunatic Asylum.
TransAlagan Lunatic Asylum.
Now it's been rated
the most haunted place in America.
The TransAlagan Lunatic Asylum is a massive hand-cut stone masonry building in Weston, West Virginia. It is the second largest asylum in the world. The asylum was originally intended to house 240 patients, but by the 1950s, it was overcrowded with over 2,400 patients. The asylum is said to be haunted by the ghosts of the patients who died there. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair, and some have even seen apparitions. One ghostly resident is named Ruth. She is said to attack visitors. Screams are often heard from the electroshock chambers, and one building manager reported seeing 40 doors to patient quarters slammed shut simultaneously. Ararat Lunatic Asylum. Ararat Lunatic Asylum, later renamed Airedale, was the largest asylum in Australia when it opened in Ararat, Victoria, in 1867. It was a place of both hope and despair, as it housed tens of thousands of patients over its lifetime, including thousands of violent criminals whose mental conditions prevented them from being held in traditional prisons. The asylum was shut down in 1997 and repurposed as a university. However, it is still said to be haunted by the ghosts of the patients who died there. Over 13,000 patients died in Airedale, and their spirits are said to be trapped in the asylum, unable to move on. Ararat is one of the most popular ghost tour locations in Australia. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling cold spots. Some have even claimed to be touched by the spirits of the dead. Pennhurst Asylum.
Moving day for these boys in Ward M, Pennhurst State School and Hospital. Some of them are severely deficient, others even more so. They represent a fraction of the 3,000 patients at Pennhurst. A service grant has permitted the institution to select a group of girls and this group of boys to participate in a special program called psychosensory rehabilitation. The project symbolizes an institution's awareness of those who are forsaken because of mental retardation. A year before this move, most of these boys sat in the lonely shelter of themselves, many incapable of wanting anything, some lost in the weeds of withdrawal, some preferring a naked, primitive existence. Along this dark, drab hall of another ward across the grounds, a new group of youngsters prepares to enter the vacated M ward. It is a short walk, a few precious steps away. These boys, about to enter the psychosensory rehabilitation project, might have been destined to vegetate or rock away their existence, but now there is hope for them. On this walk, they will pass the movers bound for a cheerful atmosphere in a new ward. The boys who have undergone the service are outward, happy, talkative. The new group is faltering, slow, cautious. From the desolate environment of daily doldrums, the new group enters their ward, and the program doors of the future are open.
Pennhurst Asylum was founded in 1908 as a school for the mentally and physically disabled. However, it soon became notorious for its abuse of patients. In 1972, a former patient filed a federal class action lawsuit against the asylum, alleging that it had violated its patients' 8th and 14th Amendment rights. The lawsuit, Haldeman v. Pennhurst State School and Hospital, was successful, and the asylum was forced to close in 1987. Some of the abuses that were alleged to have taken place at Pennhurst include chaining patients to walls, strapping adult patients into children's cribs, and even murdering patients who were considered to be problematic. The asylum was also known for its overcrowding and poor living conditions. Many people believe that the asylum is haunted by the ghosts of its former patients. There have been reports of unexplained noises, apparitions, and other strange phenomena at the asylum. Danvers Lunatic Asylum. Danvers Lunatic Asylum was a psychiatric hospital in Danvers, Massachusetts. It was built in 1874 and was designed in a dark, Gothic style. Many patients were left in isolation for days or even weeks, and some patients even died from starvation. Danvers Lunatic Asylum was also known for its use of experimental treatments, such as lobotomy. Lobotomy is a surgical procedure that severs the connections between the frontal lobes of the brain. It was a controversial treatment that was often used to control unruly patients. The asylum was abandoned in 1992 and was mostly demolished in 2007. However, the remaining ruins are said to be haunted by the ghosts of the patients who died there. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, these asylums are still places of great interest and mystery. They are a reminder of the dark side of human nature and the suffering that can be inflicted on the mentally ill. They are also a reminder of the power of the human spirit, as many of the patients who were treated in these asylums went on to live full and productive lives. We would love to hear your thoughts on the video. Did you enjoy it? Are you brave enough to visit one of these places? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more creepy content.